Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, and I'm here for a double live stream today. Even though I'm tired out of my mind, gonna be enjoying some of this football today. We have two very exciting matches. I feel the first one, which is kicking off in about just under half an hour, which is Portugal versus the Democratic Republic of Congo. And it will be featuring that superstar of world football, the top man when it comes to being the most famous footballer on the planet, Cristiano Ronaldo. So it's going to be very interesting to see how a very mature and senior player like Ronaldo handles, another World Cup at this stage of his career. So yes, it's going to be very, very interesting. But yes, I hope to have a good few people join the stream at some point. But until then, we'll just keep it all moving, having a little chat. If anyone drops in, obviously feel free to say hello. My name is Ade, and like I said, I am the veteran arcade soldier. And on my channel, I play specific video games such as Street Fighter 6, retro games, modern classics like Resident Evil, and the new Pragmata game, which you can find has been live streamed on my channel. Also play on Twitch as well as upload plenty of content onto YouTube. But yes, I like to cover football as well, primarily on my channel, and provide a lot of live stream watch-alongs, up-to-date transfer news, especially regarding my boys, Liverpool FC. And yes, of course, at this current time, covering a lot of the World Cup, which is obviously the world's biggest football tournament. So on that note, what I like to do on my channel is I like to go through the team sheets of both teams and just have a quick discussion about my thoughts on the match. Put a little match prediction in the chat. I was a few moments away from getting the scoreline correct yesterday in the France and Senegal match until Kylian Mbappe came up that last second and made it 3-1. I did go for a 2-1 prediction, but all good. It was worth it because it was such a fantastic goal. So yeah, I'll just put a little hello in the chat. Hello to the chat. There are a couple people in there I see, so that is nice to see. So obviously, like I said, anyone in the chat, please feel free to say hello. Tell me who you are, what your name is, which country you support, where you live, which club team you support, for example. All good. Here to make friends and make a nice community where we can enjoy whatever that may be, whether it be video games or playing watching football, and having a chat about life, sharing stories, jokes, opinions, etc. And that's what my channel is all about. So on that note, just going to make sure the stream is working fully functional. Yep, everything is looking good in that respect. Yep, everything's all looking good in that respect. So, like I said, we do have kickoff in approximately 26 minutes time. So without further ado, let's have a quick look at the starting lineups of both teams. And obviously, hey, first person in the chat, my man McMauler. How are you doing, brother? McMauler says, hey, all brothers, welcome to our world best football watch-along. Exactly, bro. You tell them, McMauler, 100%. How are you doing today, my brother? Please let me know. I know you said that you might not make it today, but here you are. Fantastic. Good to see you, man. How are you doing, bro? McMauler says, good, my brothers. Inshallah, today I will go with first match to sleep. Sorry. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. It's obviously late where you are now. What? It's about 8, coming up to 8 o'clock now for you. So, yeah, it's obviously by the time this finishes, it's getting late. But, yeah, it's a shame that you can't watch the England-Croatia game. Very, very big game. So, it is what it is. Hello, Gary in the chat. How you doing? Gary says, hello, boys. Good to see you, Gary. Hope you're keeping well. Let me know how you're doing. Right, on that note, obviously feel free to chat away in the background. I'm just going to be talking about the the starting lineups for these two teams here. But I will, of course, check the messages. Matmola says, Mr. G, saying hello to Gary. 6:30 inshallah for me, Uzbek versus Colombia. Yeah, exactly. I know you're looking forward to that game. So obviously you need to get your rest so you can get up and watch that game. I would like to watch it, but it's just, what is it? I think it's 2 o'clock in UK time. It's just, whoa, it's crazy. And I feel tired already. I felt tired all day today, actually. So hopefully this football is going to be spicy and wake me up, give me some energy. So yes, let's have a look at the two teams. Let's go for 15 likes, brothers. Thank you, thank you. I will definitely do that like recruitment soon. All right, let's have a look at the two lineups and see how both these teams are looking. So Portugal with their manager, Roberto Martinez, who used to manage in the Premier League. The formation is the 4-2-3-1. So in goal, they have Diogo Costa. João Cancelo is now veteran. Thomas Araujo, Renato Veiga, Nuno Mendes, so the best left back in the world. They have João Neves and Vitinha holding midfield roles, the two best holding midfielders in the world that work together at PSG. Bernardo Silva, who has just signed for Real Madrid. Bruno Fernandes, who has been the Premier League Player of the Season this season, just gone. Pedro Neto, who obviously plays for Chelsea. And up top, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, with their manager, Sebastian Desaba, with their formation 5-3-2. So obviously they're going for the free centre-back system with flying wing-backs. They have Mpazi in goal. They have Aaron Wan-Bissaka of West Ham. They have Mbemba, Chancellor Mbemba, who used to play for Newcastle, who I'm not sure where he is now. They've got Axel Tuanzebe, formerly of Man United and of Burnley now, Kepwede, and Arthur Masuaku, who used to play for West Ham. So a lot of Premier League ex-Premier League players in this squad. They have Mutusama in midfield, Mukau. They have Edo Kayembe. Not familiar with these players. And up top, they have Cedric Bakambu, who's played the majority of his career in La Liga. And of course, Yohan Wissa, who is Newcastle's striker. Now, looking at the bench options, you have Nelson Semedo, used to play for Barcelona and Wolves. You've got Diogo Dalot of Man United, Rui Silva, Francisco Conceição of Juventus, João Felix, who is one of the most underperforming superstars in world football. He should have really got a lot more out of his career, João Felix, but still a top talent. Gonçalo Guedes used to play for Wolves. Gonzalo Inacio of Sporting. Trincao, same. Jose Sarr of Wolves, the goalkeeper. Gonzalo Ramos of PSG. Mateus Nunes of Manchester City. Rafael Leão of AC Milan. Ruben Neves, of course, who plays in Saudi. I think he's Al Hilal. Maybe Marlo will be able to tell me. Samu Costa and Ruben Diaz of Manchester City. On the Congo bench, we have Banza, Datu Binsika, Bongonda, Elia, Ipolo, Fayula, Kakuta, Gel Kakuta still going, F. Mayele, Kalulu, Kayembe, Sepenga, Mbuku, Pikio, Sediki, and Shibola. So I don't really know many of those Democratic Republic of Congo substitute players, but of course we are very familiar with the Portuguese team. Matmola comes in with the information. Yeah, bro, playing for Al Hilal. Okay, so that's where Ruben Neves is. Fair enough, thank you for the knowledge. I always know that whenever they go over there, they always go to one of them big four teams the majority of the times. Welcome to our World Hidden Gem channel, Gary, bro. Exactly. Matmola says, I think Sadio Mane teammate. Yes, of course. Is he? No. Sadio is at Al Nassr with Ronaldo, isn't he? That's where Sadio is. As we see Ronaldo on the pitch warming up, the cameras are panning to him. He looks so old compared to the other players. I wonder if they still respect him in the same way. What do you think, guys? I think if I was a 25-year-old footballer, I'd find it difficult, no matter how great he was, playing around this guy, 42. I feel like he may hold the team back, in my opinion. But that's cool. No worries, no worries. We can't get everything perfectly right all the time, brother. But yes, exactly. So yes, just for the few that are in here, please do, like Mauler says, please do drop a like on the stream. It is all very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Same for yourself, Gary, if you don't mind dropping a like on the stream. My boy here, Mauler, he's on the case for me. Absolute legend. And yes, just trying to grow the channel. Like Mauler says, a little hidden gem of a channel, and we're trying to make it grow slowly but surely. Not too big, where it gets too big for big-headed people, but, you know, just a nice place where it can grow and thrive organically. But yes, very much looking forward to this game. I'm going to put my prediction in the chat, and obviously feel free to do the same, guys, if you wish. I think this game is going to be a very tight, cagey affair, and I believe the result is going to be... I think it's going to be... let's get a keyboard that actually works. Oh my God, what is going on? Well, I've completely butchered that, but never mind. But I think... Oh my God. Terrible. Right, let's go for that again. Oh my God, shocking. Where did this man learn to type? No, that's not Portugal 10. I believe it's going to be Portugal 1, Democratic Republic of Congo 0. That is my belief. So we shall see. Yeah, Benzema is in Al Hilal, that's right. He left, where did he leave? He left Al Ittihad, didn't he, Benzema, to go to Al Hilal to replace Darwin Núñez. So yeah, a lot of merry-go-round stuff there when it comes to veterans of the game. So it is one of those ones, but yes, I think it's going to be a good game. There's lots of Premier League talent, or players that have played in the Premier League in Congo. They're not obviously the strongest African team, but they are by no means the worst. They're still very strong, and they have a lot of players that have played in the top leagues all over Europe. So Mola says João Cancelo, Morocco goalkeeper Yassine, also in Al Hilal. Yeah, Cancelo. So when did he go there? It must have been, what, just last season he just went there? Because obviously he was at Barcelona. Unless did he just go recently? I can't remember. But João Cancelo has a very good career, won lots of trophies, etc. So, you know, a very, very lucky man himself. So yes, all good, all good. Right, what do we have here? Hello, Cameron. Welcome to the chat, Cameron. Hope you're well. Cameron says, yo, good to see you, bro. Hope you are doing well. Let us know your predictions in the chat. And of course, feel free to drop a like on the channel as you stop by. Just quickly close the chat, hit that like, and then back in the chat. Let us know how your day's going, how things are. Hey, what's that? And let me be frank with you, 94. How are you doing, bro? Hello from the Netherlands. Nice to see you, my man. Are you enjoying the World Cup so far? And let me know, how did you find your opening game versus Japan, the 2-2? McMauler says, Cameron, bro, welcome to our World Best channel. Thank you, McMauler. Welcome to the stream. New person in the chat. Let me be frank. Lovely to see you. My name is Ade. I'm the Veteran Arcade Soldier. This is my channel. Play video games and do live stream watch-alongs. Hopefully you may be a Liverpool fan with the Dutch connection, maybe. But you can let me know, brother. Frank says, not too bad still. A point that last header was unlucky, but overall a good game. It was a good game. A lot of the people that was in the chat with me, Frank, they were complaining about the quality of the match. But I really enjoyed it. It was, especially the second half, I thought it was fantastic. I thought Crescencio Somerville was brilliant. Obviously, Van Dijk, my boy here, my main man. I thought he was excellent as well. I just felt that where Koeman went wrong is when the Netherlands, when the Netherlands went 2-1 up, he should have gone for the third goal. He kind of just tried to sit on the 2-1, and you can't do that because Japan obviously just keep going and going and going. They're a very energetic side. Frank says, I really enjoyed it as well. It was needed against Japan. They close in. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Mauler says, when Daichi Kamada had reflection. Well, this is it as well. Yeah, he didn't know anything about the goal. Crystal Palace's Daichi Kamada. The header came in. It bounced off him and went in. So the keeper was a bit unlucky. I still think the keeper, Bart Verbruggen, the Netherlands goalkeeper, I still think he should have done a bit better. But yeah, Frank says, well, the plan with the subs was to get them away from the wings and get that off the counter, but it got off a goal instead. Well, this is the thing, bro. It's like, in hindsight, whenever you concede, it always kind of makes the plan look bad. But obviously, it could have worked, and they were very unlucky. They nearly saw it over the line. Who were the other two in the group? Remind me, I can't remember. In the Netherlands group. I can't remember off the top of my head. So many teams in this World Cup. But I'm sure you will be fine qualifying for the next stage. Sweden and Tunisia. Oof. Well, Tunisia, Tunisia have no manager. So they've been completely battered. So I'm sure you're going to take them out. They lost their manager. But ultimately, Sweden will be a stern test, I'm sure. That's going to be a very good game, I think. Frank says, well, you don't want your best team on the pitch on the first game now, do you? Yeah, very true, bro, very true. You need to kind of pace yourself, grow into the tournament. I think the good thing forgive me, bro, and I always say Holland, because in the UK, where I'm from, we grow up, I spent all of my young childhood calling the Netherlands Holland. It is so difficult to change it. But anyway, the Netherlands, they... Cheers, Frank. Yeah, with the Netherlands, the good thing, the positive, is that they scored 2 goals, and Somerville looked really sharp. Cody Gakpo, who plays for my boys Liverpool, didn't look too great, doing his usual cutting in from the left, not making things happen. But I thought the midfield, Frankie de Jong was excellent, and Gravenberch as well, another one of my boys. He was very good with the 2 assists. McMauler says tomorrow Mexico versus South Korea. Yep, exactly. That's going to be a good game, I feel. Quite closely matched, them two. Frank, let us know. Do you follow club football? And if so, who is your team, brother? Let me know. Frank says, oh, trust me, if you watch all the friendlies back, you know what their plan is. Because they got different formats to adjust the game. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. McMorland says, I got a thing Van Dijk returned. Yeah, not today. I have my Van Dijk shirt. It's on the side here, actually. It's all clean and fresh. I will wear it on the next Netherlands game, the Van Dijk. That's for you, Frank. So, yeah, all good. So also, guys, in terms of where you are in the world, how is the World Cup doing? Is there a lot of fever there? Is there a lot of interest? Is it massive? Let me know how the local flavour is for you. McBorder says, when my colour will do live. My sons, they don't want to be on the camera, man. I'll try and get them one day, but they don't want to be here for now. But we shall see, man. You never know. You never know. The players are just entering the pitch now. Honestly, I can't believe how old Ronaldo looks. Jeez, he looks like he's a dad, and he's gone out of the pitch with his sons. Like, it's mad. I think Ronaldo needs to give it up now, boys. Great player, obviously, one of the greatest, but he needs to give it a rest after this tournament. Morla says, one fun talk. Where are you from in the world? My answer, yeah, I'm from the world. Whole world is mine by God wish. Yeah, hopefully so, bro. Hopefully you get to see plenty of it in your life. We all need to see a bit more of the world, etc. But yeah, it's just interesting to know how big the World Cup is in everyone's local territory. It's strange. You see little bits of where I live. There's little bits of interest, extra cars with England flags, etc. But yeah, maybe as the tournament progresses and teams get further, then it gets more exciting for for local people supporting their countries. So, Oliver Kahn or Van der Sar? Good question. I don't know. I really liked Oliver Kahn. He's a really good goalkeeper. Obviously, Van der Sar's brilliant as well. The only thing with Van der Sar, obviously, he moved around a bit. He did have he had about a 3 or 4 year period where he dipped a lot. He seemed to have not midlife, but a mid-career crisis. He had a really bad few seasons at Juventus, and then he became a substitute goalkeeper, came to the Premier League, played for Fulham, and then he kind of rebuilt his confidence. Then he got the big move to Man United, then he kind of finished his career strong. But whereas Oliver Kahn he stayed at Bayern Munich the whole time, and he never really dipped. And he was top. I really like Oliver Kahn. He was a bit of an idiot off the pitch. He's a bit of a very childish man. But in the things that you read about him, etc. But as a goalkeeper, I think he's just a little bit better. He was very commanding, very good goalkeeper. So, Mola, what do you think about the Messi hat-trick? You said it yesterday about him equaling a record, and he did it in one match, 3 goals. What do you think, man? The national anthems are belting around. The Portuguese currently singing loud and proud. Yesterday, Messi done 2 record in FIFA, bro. No, it's mad, isn't it? And really good goals as well. And he was moving really sharp. He just looks like he's still like 33, 34 years of age. He's nearly 39 and he's still moving around like he's still quite young. It's incredible, really. Fantastic. Yeah, really good goals. Really, really good goals, I thought. From Lionel. And obviously as well, Haaland started the World Cup with a bang, 2 goals. So very impressive from Erling Haaland. But Mola says first hat-trick in FIFA history, second, now sharing first place with close to 16. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure he will obviously score one more and he will break it at some point. So, very impressive from Lionel. Absolutely brilliant. What a player. Absolute legend. The GOAT. But Mbappe with 14 in just 2.25 World Cup. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Obviously, the thing is, though, some people are very lucky in the sense of, if you think about Messi, I think this is his 5th World Cup now. But sometimes your age can be just perfect. So Mbappe's first World Cup, he was there, 17, 18. Then he goes to one at 22, then 26 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So he's already had 3 and he can have 5. Whereas some players, maybe your first one is 21, 22. You might only get to 2. So, Mbappe should have 2 more in him. And, of course, he will get a few goals if he's fit and healthy. So, he would definitely break that record. But you never know. You never know. Some people, who knows, maybe Mbappe in 4 years' time, he won't have the speed, the pace. He might not be the same player. You never know. No guarantees that you make it. But, yeah, I think this is the best midfield in the tournament with Portugal. Morla says at small age, Julian Alvarez also in the race, 4 goals now. Okay, there you go, exactly. And that's from the last tournament, right? Did he get 4 in the last tournament? So yeah, obviously he didn't play, did he, in this first game? So I don't know if he came off the bench. I don't know, but he may, like you say, he may play in 2 more tournaments. He could get 3 or 4 in this one. But yeah, no guarantees though. Who knows what happens? As we see with today, when they're doing the build-up, they're showing a picture of Diogo Jota, Liverpool player. You lose your life, you never know. You never know the plan. Your heartfelt inshallah that Dominican Congo will give another upset. Who knows? Who knows? They do have they got some players. Johan Wissa and Bakambu. It's a good strike force. It's not a bad strike force. I don't really know any of the midfielders. Wan-Bissaka. They've got players that have played Premier League in the defence. But yeah, they have a good strike force anyway. It's better than a lot of the team strike force. But yeah, well, let's see what Portugal can do. Okay, let's go. Kickoff is on us. Kickoff is underway. So the game is underway. All right, let's see how this game is going to start now. So Portugal knocking the ball around, controlling the game as we speak. You just need to readjust the clock a second. Okay. So Portugal dominating the play at the moment. Congo barely touched the ball in the first few minutes. The crowd cheering whenever Ronaldo touches the ball. Yeah, I feel not Congo necessarily get surprised today, but I feel like with Ronaldo up top, I feel like Portugal will struggle to score, to be honest. In my opinion, Bernardo, the newly appointed Real Madrid player. Vitinha now on the ball. All right, in the box now. Bruno Fernandes tries to loft one into the box. So Cancelo. A foul there on the Congo number 8. On Mutasami. Portugal pressing Ronaldo on the ball now, edge of the box. Just a few step-overs from Ronaldo. Plays it back to Bruno Fernandes, edge of the box. Running backwards now with the ball. Back to Mendes. Vitinha, the orchestrator. Or should I say the conductor. Out wide to João Cancelo. Araujo. Renato Vega. I'm trying to remember where he went. Did he go to Saudi maybe? Okay, ball breaks now. Ooh. João Cancelo. Vitinha driving forward. Vitinha tries to play in Bruno Fernandes. Lunges, just about keeps control of the ball. Portugal keeping good early possession. 5 minutes in. Congo barely touched the ball. Played out wide. João Cancelo, right side. Floats one into the box. Fired across the box. Congo didn't know much about that one there. Vitinha thinking about a shot. Out wide to Pedro Neto. On two. And it's in. 1-0 already. João Neves. So good in the air for a little man. But Portugal are 1-0 up already. It's already looking like a long day for Congo. Good goal. Good possession. Good build-up. João Neves. The diminutive Portuguese midfielder rises in the air, in the box, unopposed, and scores. Simple as that. Very, very easy. 1-0 to the Portuguese. Good cross into the box from Pedro Neto. Chelsea's Pedro Neto. João Neves. Perfect header into the corner. One of the smallest men on the pitch. Bang, 1-0. Easy, too easy. So my early prediction of 1-0 is already in place. But if Congo keep playing like this, it's going to be a long night for them. 100%. I always think it's a bit criminal when you get, one of the smallest men on the pitch winning 3 headers in the box. That can't be right. Gary says, already. Yep, already, mate. So Masuaku on the left trying to cross into the box. Oh, wow. Heard a stat about Congo. They haven't lost a game by more than 1-0 in the last 4 years. So they're obviously, usually defensively very well drilled. But on today's showing, they've definitely not come to the party and woken up yet. So Vitinha on the ball now. Well played from Nuno Mendes. João Neves getting up from a bit of a clumsy challenge there. Renato Veiga. Vitinha puts in Nuno Mendes. The pace keeps it in place. So fast, Nuno Mendes. Such a fast, rapid player. Right, Congo with their first opportunity to build up a bit of a head of steam. Wan-Bissaka in support there. Wissa, edge of the box. Oh! Shifts it onto his left foot. Curling effort just wide of Jose Sá's post. So Portugal knocking around the back now. Renato Veiga over to Nuno Mendes. Back to Veiga. Very comfortable possession for the Portuguese. This must be one of the highest percentages of possession in the World Cup so far. I would estimate got to be the high 70s for Portugal. Congo barely touched this ball other than that last attack. Very, very one-sided game in every respect so far. A sloppy giveaway there by João Neves. So, but foul causing Ronaldo complaining because somebody got a yellow. But ultimately, he's not going to take it back, is he? So what's the point? It's Bernardo Silva, the new Real Madrid player. Dives in. Bit of a reckless tackle. I think it's worthy of a yellow. A little bit nasty, to be honest. Typical Man City behaviour there from Bernardo Silva. He's a very ratty type player. He gets in and out, sticky. He's the kind of player that annoys you when he's not in your team, but you love him when he plays for you. And he is and was a magnificent player for Manchester City. And is still a magnificent player. And I'm sure will still be magnificent for Real Madrid next season. Oh, good feet there. Oh, great feet from Akambu. Goes, drops a shoulder, does a trick, runs away from two players, tries to get a shot in on goal, but it's deflected behind for a corner. Lovely. Thomas Araujo with the block, and it goes for a corner. So, Democratic Republic of Congo stepping up. Corner coming in from Masuaka. Used to play for West Ham. Low cross into the box. Vitinha, clever pass out. Bernardo Silva with a step over, trying to escape. Is he fouled? No. Obviously, anyone in the chat, please do say hello. Make yourself known. My name is Ade, Veteran Arcade Soldier. This is my channel. Looking to make new friends, grow my own community. Obviously, feel free to have a chat. Let me know how you're doing, what you're thinking of the World Cup, where you're from, who's your club team, who do you support. Feel free to let me know anytime. We're here to enjoy the football together, have a chat, make connections. All right, Araujo plays it out. Out wide to Cancelo, back. It's been knocked around the back here. Portugal just maintaining easy possession. Nuno Mendes. So Portugal looking for runners. Congo quite static in their shape. I feel like they're going to need another game plan. I mean, when you start a match with a formation as defensive as that and you go 1-0 down in 6 minutes, you need to change it up potentially. Or definitely start easing away out of your structure, trying to make some changes. Ronaldo, nice 1-2. Pedro Neto flying. Another 1-2. Oh, tries to get it back from Pedro Neto, but he messed up the pass. But plays it off of Masuaka for a throw. Good play from Ronaldo there. João Neves. Over to Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Ronaldo goes down. Ball drops to João Cancelo, edge of the box. Good hold-up play from Congo, trying to clear. Oh, good play there. Wissa now with the ball. Macau. Right, Congo did a good job there keeping the ball and moving up the field. From a strong press from Portugal. Good tackle there from Cancelo. Back to Araujo, now back with Sarr. Sarr. Diogo Costa, sorry. Oh, right, Nuno Mendes bursting into the box. Ooh, couldn't get the finish. He'd run a long way there. Ooh, good run there from Bruno Fernandes. He picked up the loose scraps, run into the box and played a left-footed shot across the goal. Not sure if it was a shot or a cross. It was a shot come cross. But, yeah, nobody was following it up for an easy tap-in. It's good. Actually, it was a pass from Bruno Fernandes. He was looking for somebody to run in on it. It was really clever. Vitinha sprays it out wide. Nuno Mendes advancing up the pitch just at the halfway line now. Back to Renato Veiga. Vitinha. We're in a 23 to Araujo. Steps into the Congo half. João Cancelo, right wing. They're so comfortable in possession, Portugal. Just finessing the ball, knocking it around, owning that ball. Veiga stepping up. Ronaldo. Lovely pace. Pedro Neto bursting into the box. So fast. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, a loose pass. Ooh, Ronaldo nearly latches onto that loose pass. Ball back in the Portugal half, cleared by Veiga. Bruno Fernandes. This pace is the game has been played at walking pace. Portugal just slowed it right down. Congo seem happy to play at this pace, but I feel they need to up it a bit. They need to get Portugal out of their comfort zone. They're already 1-0 down. Not going to get much out of this game if they don't speed up the tempo, in my opinion. Right wing now. Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, Araujo, back to Renato Vega. Ball is back in Portugal's half, just dominating possession. It's barely a game. It's kind of dropped down to pre-season friendly pace. Nothing much going on. Honestly, the possession stats of this game must be wild. Got to be up 80% for Portugal. Maybe a bit more. Congo are not doing anywhere near enough. They need to bring some thrust to the game. They're not pressing hard enough. It's all just a bit too relaxed. I'm yawning away on the stream. This game's got me how I'm feeling. It's just a bit of a snooze fest after that early goal. Portugal have got what they've come for, and Congo are not. They're not pushing the note, pushing the letter. Pushing the envelope, should I say. Right, I think, they're having a hydration break. I think they need it, to be honest. Hopefully they can come back after a word from the Congo manager. And they really need to get this game moving because, as it stands, it's being played at testimonial pace. Yep, definitely not very exciting match so far. Congo definitely need to liven up 100%. This whole water break thing is just, it's not right. Like, when should you really be allowed to apply new tactics and have chats with your players as a manager? I don't think it's right. Don't think it's right at all. Changing tweaks and tactical movements and whatnot, that's for half time, that sort of stuff. And there's a set piece coach down there. The Aston Villa set piece coach is there. Not sure where he's from, but he's obviously working for the Portuguese, so it's interesting. Maybe he's just working through the summer. All very quiet. If there's anyone in the chat wants to talk, feel free. Have a little chat. My name is Ade, the Veteran Arcade Soldier. It's my channel. Play a lot of Street Fighter 6 on my channel. Retro arcade games. Modern classics as well. So feel free to have a little chat about life. your football team, who you support, which country you're following. What do you think of the World Cup so far? Are these water breaks absolute nonsense? Let me know in the chat. I predicted a 1-0 Portugal win. And after 6 minutes, my prediction is spot on. So let's see. And if there's no energy put into this game from Congo, this score will not change because they are not threatening Portugal at all. Apart from potentially that one small Visa chance. But yes, it's very, very quiet in this match. But yes, like I said, anyone wants to say hello, please do feel free. Will be lovely to hear from you. All these people dancing in the crowd. Right, ball is broken back after another Congo attack breaks down. Easily backed with Diogo Costa. They just can't keep the ball, Congo. Struggling with the technical side of the game. Araujo, Renato Vega. Over to Nuno Mendes, advancing up to the halfway line. Back to Vega. Vitinha. Right, ball is broken free. Clear. Pedro Neto it's coming off the left wing into the box. Ronaldo is waiting to gobble it up. And cleared by Mbemba, formerly of Newcastle United. A few years back, Chancellor Mbemba. The centre-back. Good run from Neto. Just about kept himself onside. Ronaldo was there in the centre, just waiting to try and gobble in a chance. Trying to hit a few World Cup goals. I made a prediction before the tournament. No hate on Ronaldo. I just don't think he'll score a goal in this tournament. Unless it's a penalty, of course. I don't think he'll score from open play. I think the game has passed him by. In terms of football itself. At this level, but let us see. Right, Vitinha lays it over to right, Vitinha now on the ball. Nuno Mendes. Thomas Araujo. Every Portuguese player in the Congo half, apart from the keeper. Ball played. Dangerous in the channel between centre-backs and keeper, but no one following up for not a tapping, but obviously to get on the end of it and have a challenge. But yeah, showing the graphic now, Ronaldo playing 86 World Cup. Absolute veteran of the game. Long ball played out, long kick out by Congo. And it's up with Costa, who now plays it out. They need to make it stick. 275 passes for Portugal, dominating the ball. Congo, 56 now. Visa, chests it down, lays it off. Mikau now, edge of the box. And Wan-Bissaka crosses it in, cleared. Bruno Fernandes loses control of the ball. Bernardo Silva, nice little back heel. Ball played out to the left wing. Neto cannot keep it in. Yeah, this game is very slow going at the moment. Look forward to the England game though. Get it all moving. Come on, the Three Lions. Let's go. The majority of this game has basically been a bit of a keep ball session. Renato Vega goes down in a heap. Foul by Wissa. Pedro Neto goes down in a heap, trying to collect a long ball, holding his neck like he just got a WWE guillotine, but that just did not happen. Yellow card for the offender. Looks a bit harsh because I think he's making a bit of a meal of it. Yellow card for Mutasami. No, Mbemba, sorry. I mean, he just jumped. And his trailing arm has hit. His trailing arm has hit Pedro Neto on the cheek, and he's gone down in a heap like he's been guillotined in the neck. And Mbemba just realised he's got a yellow card, and he says to the ref, "Me? What, me?" Can't believe it. Yeah, it's a bit shocking, really. So much platin that goes on in football these days. I'm not here for it all. It is all rather embarrassing. Why is there a need for all of this trying to get little mini advantages and whatnot? Just play the game in the spirit it was meant to be. Mendes ball into the box. Macau now. Back to Mbemba. Ooh. Long distance shot there, 35 yards out, kind of nicks off Araujo, loops up and is picked up by Costa. So yeah, at least it's a shot from Congo though, which is something, because they haven't offered very much. Right, Portugal breaking out. Honestly, this is the slowest game of football in the World Cup so far. I can't keep saying it. Congo need to inject more bite into this game. They need to liven up. They need to speed up proceedings. It's just too slow. Portugal can just play around like this all night and they will not be troubled. Araujo at the back. Some slightly better pressing now from Congo. This is what's going to be needed. Costa in goal has it. But where's the pressure? It's not exactly hot, sweltering conditions either, so they can put a bit more into it. Oh, Costa dallies on the ball. It's given away, but yeah, slightly better press there. That's what I was just saying a few seconds ago. A bit more of a urgency in their game, Congo. Wan-Bissaka of West Ham. Right, Nuno Mendes brings it out from the back over to Renato Vega, to Vitinha, who drops into centre-back position between the two. Over to Araujo. Ronaldo drops deep, trying to find the ball. Bernardo Silva. Vitinha sprays it out wide to Mendes. Portugal look like it could speed up the game any moment. Or any time they want, should I say. Renato Vega, good ball through. Ooh, brilliant play that was. Pedro Neto wasn't on his heels there. If he turned a bit sharper and locked in a bit quicker, he could have gone around the player, maybe got shot off, but he wasn't quite up to it just there. Hadn't switched on enough. But Congo are just loose, slow. I think they're just overall just lacking quality. That is the issue. Vitinha now. Ball in the Portugal half as they clear into the Portuguese half. Back heel there from Cancelo to Vitinha. Nice interplay between... Right, okay, Makuramba. Didn't realise that the striker Bakambu was so old now, 35. Still playing his trade in La Liga. I used to buy him on FIFA when I needed a cheap striker. That's how long ago that is. That game hasn't been called FIFA for 3 years now. So, right, through ball over the top. Nuno Mendes racing into the box. What's he going to do? Checks back inside. Oh, doesn't do anything with it. Checks back inside, but it takes too long to release. Poor. Right, latched on. Mendes has another chance. Edge of the box, left side. Bruno Fernandes. Neto. Neves. João Neves. Byline. The goal scorer. Right, Bruno Fernandes. Edge of the box. 30 yards out. Doesn't really get a good connection. Oh, was that a foul in the box? Nope. Now, Wissa on the charge, breaking. To Bakambu. Congo, very deep, looking for out. Looking for an out. Capuida. Some boos there. They probably believed that Mendes was fouled and it could have been a penny, but the crowd are booing. Bruno Fernandes with Vitinha, a few 1-2s. Back to the walking pace football that has signified this half. Thomas Araujo. Very, very slow game. Right, Mendes. Long searching through ball. And Bemba cuts it out. Otherwise, Bruno Fernandes is latching onto that and racing towards goal. Not sure what's going on there. This is just some random conversation between two people. I don't know who that was. Right, Araujo has it in his own half. Neves, 40 minutes. It's kind of gone by quick, but it's been a very boring game. Definitely hasn't been a highlight game, but Portugal won't be complaining. Conserved energy, have the 1-0 lead, but Congo definitely need a reshuffle. João Cancelo with a little bit of grey sprouting up on the sides. Obviously, aging player now. More or less a veteran of the Portuguese setup. João Cancelo, 31 these days. And Pazzi, the goalkeeper. Right, Araujo. Portugal still with the vast majority of the play. Definitely interested to see the possession stats at half-time. It's got to be the high 70s. Got to be the high 70s for Portugal. Diogo Costa. A little bit taking risk with his possession there. Cleared by Van Bissaka. Picked up by Nuno Mendes. Cameron in the chat says this game sucks. It definitely does a bit, to be fair. Bruno Fernandes now in his own half. Portugal very deep at the moment. Fernandes advances, walking pace still. Back to Araujo. Cancelo just in the Congo half. Back to Araujo. It's a lot of side to side. You know, I'd like to say front to back football. It's not. It's just midfield to back football. It's very much sideways possession football. Death by 1,000 cuts scenario. Right. Oh, nearly a fortunate break there for Congo after the press. But Portugal get away with it. A better bounce there, and Congo could have been in. Vitinha, back to Costa, the goalkeeper. Over to Renato Vega. Nuno Mendes, the reliable left back, the best left back in the world by a mile. Great defensive work. Great at defensive work, great at attacking. Nuno Mendes is definitely the complete left back in modern football. So Portugal playing it around the back. Just reply to Cameron if you're there. It really does. It really, really does, mate. It really, really stinks. But, you know, games can change on a flip of a coin. Hopefully the second half is going to be more impressive. Right, good feet there from João Cancelo. Plays it centrally now. Bernardo Silva. Oh, shapes to take a pass with his left, but it took too long. Right, Vitinha gobbles it back in midfield. Sends his marker the wrong way. Silva. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Back to Cancelo. Tries a trick to get past the defender, but just hits a brick wall. Nothing going. The crowd is definitely pro-Portugal. Boos for every decision that doesn't go Portugal's way. Definitely a pro-Ronaldo crowd. Macau, who's probably been their best player, I would say. Bakambu. Right, 4 minutes additional time. Ooh. Macau took the shot. He's going to break for a Portuguese free kick. Right, Portugal still knocking it around the back. It's all just a bit too easy. We definitely need a bit more from Congo in the second half to make a game of this, because as it stands, this will be the easiest 1-0 victory Portugal have had in a long, long time. Right, ball played that deep wide. Lovely take there from Bernardo. Masuaka, right, Bakambu now, back to Masuaka. Right, left wing, good ball across. Oh. Mutasami, ball, he was central, about 24 yards out, coming onto his left foot, shaped to hit it, and he just gets it all wrong, and just shanks it. Nice take from Bernardo Silva there. Right, but there is a corner. Costa organising. Masuaka taking a corner from the right, left-hand side. Into the box. Cleared. And Mbemba tries to shape to bend it in from the right. But they've got another corner. Mbemba goes down in howling anguish. So there should be just enough time to take this corner. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he went for a lunging tackle. Didn't catch them. Didn't get the ball. But kind of caught the man at the end. But nothing meant there. Just colliding of the bodies. He's sliding in. His kind of fight area caught Mbemba's trailing foot. It looked quite painful, but not a foul. Just a corner given. You feel like the only way Congo score is going to be through something like a set piece or something. They don't really look like they're capable of doing much else. Maybe a bit of whistle magic on the break. But Bakambu's starting to look every one of his 35 years of age. Right, Macau, a few tricks. Edge of the box. Mbemba. Whistle! And it's there! Cross comes in, João Wissa. Just as I said, they don't look like they've got a goal in them. Bang. They've got a goal in them. Wissa. Great goal there. Goal from nothing. Really, really good goal. Congo fans are going crazy in the stands. And I can feel the pump. Really good goal there. From the second corner. Wissa. Good header. Very, very good goal. So now we've got a bit of a game on our hands. Fantastic. The Portuguese are complaining. Not sure what they're complaining about. Definitely onside. Lovely, lovely rise in the air by João Wissa of Newcastle. Plants it firmly past Diogo Costa. Good header. Brilliant. Marking was very poor though on that cross into the box. But very, very good goal. And that is half time. Last touch of the half is the goal. Fantastic. Is that going to shot Portugal into life? But yes. Good goal. Now we've got a bit of a game on our hands. Get this game out of this kind of sleepwalking state that it was in. It was very, very, very slow. So yeah. Right, on that note, at half time, let's have a look at some of the match stats. Right, what I like to do on my channel, for anyone that's here in the background that doesn't know me in first time, I like to go through the half-time stats and see how the game is shaking up. It's obviously 1-0 at half-time. Portugal won. Democratic Republic of Congo won. Right. So what we have with the stats are, as I was saying on my commentary, I'd be amazed if it wasn't high 70s. It is, in fact, basically 80% Portugal possession to 20% for the DRC. The XG for Portugal is 0.07. They've had 2 shots in total and 1 on target, which was the João Neves goal. The XG for Congo, 0.49. 6 shots, which I find quite surprising. A lot of those were long shots, kind of hopeful hit and hopes, with 2 on target. Portugal have had 11 touches in the Congo box. Can't remember any real touch for Ronaldo of note. Just remember my statistic. I feel, other than penalties, that man will not score a goal in this World Cup. Let's see if I am proven correct. Right, DR Congo had 5 touches in the Portuguese box. Diogo Costa, the Portuguese goalkeeper, has made 1 save. Impazi made none. Aerial duels won by Portugal 3. Only 1 by the DRC. Fouls committed 3 by Portugal, 5 for Congo. 1 corner for Portugal, 3 for Congo, of which the last corner, after it broke down and was cleared, resulted in the goal. So those are the basic stats of the match. But yeah, just can't get over that possession. 80% for Portugal, 20% for Congo. Yet Congo are the team that's had 6 shots, 2 on target. So, bit of a surprise scoreline at halftime, particularly as Portugal started the match like a house on fire in terms of possession. But it's now since settled down after that goal, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So, on that note, I'm going to take a short refreshment break, go to the toilet, and I'll begin to come back for preparations for the second half. Obviously, if anyone does join the chat, please do drop a like on the channel. It is much appreciated. A like on the stream. And if you want to have a chat with me, my name is Ade. I'm a veteran arcade soldier. Feel free to drop a little hello in the chat. More than happy to make new friends, building a lovely little community here. Non-toxic behaviour, non-toxic banter, and just supporting our club teams, getting along together, enjoying international football. And that's what it's all about. So on that note, I will see you shortly. In the meantime, I will leave the team lineups up on the screen. Were there any yellow cards? I'll just mention those. I don't think there were. Oh yes, Mbemba and Bernardo Silva for that tackle on Mbemba. So yes, there were 2 yellow cards. Right, I'll be back shortly. Just leave a message for the chats. Right, back shortly. Okay, back on the channel. Hey, McMuller back. Good to see you, bro. He says, come on, Congo. Oh, man, it was a good end to the first half. Yeah, a bit of a poor game so far, but, you know, they deserved their equaliser. They kind of started to step it up in the last 7 or 8 minutes. So, you know, good for them. And hopefully we have more of a competitive game in the second half. And that's what we want to see. We want to see a good game, bro. Yep, McMarla always supporting the underdog. It's good to see, you know, have support for the smaller teams, the smaller countries. Portugal, very lackluster, not really putting down much of a presence, especially after scoring an early goal as well. Yeah, very poor, really. When you've got the 1-0 lead and you've got so much possession, you need to do more of it. But I honestly do think the lack of movement from Ronaldo at the top of the pitch, it's not like he looks sluggish or slow or anything. He just doesn't have that same threat or mobility he had when he was younger. Yeah, just not great from Ronaldo in my eyes. I don't think he's cut out for this level of football anymore. No hate on the man. He's one of the greatest players in history. One of the best players I've ever seen. But at the end of the day, he is, 41, 42? I mean, football is not an older man's game or ladies' game. It's a young person's game. And I feel like Ronaldo should really retire from international football. Might be a bit of a hot take, but, you know, taking up the space of a younger player that could be making more of an impact for Portugal. So, yeah. If I was a player, I wouldn't be happy if I was a player for the Portuguese team, because I'd feel, you know, you've only got so many tournaments in you and you don't want to waste it by not giving yourself the best chance. And I just don't think having Ronaldo in your first team gives you the best chance of winning anymore. He has had his best day, but that is just my opinion. And football is all about opinions. What it says, one truth, my bro, when you underestimate the small teams, that inshallah will be dangerous. Yeah, 100%. They've got nothing to lose, 1-0 down, and ultimately, you know, they're here to, you know, to put in a good performance, represent their country, which they have done, and yeah, really good goal as well, deserved in the end. Yeah, just very disappointing with Portugal. You expect a bit more from them, but I've already outlined what I think their weakness is. Yeah, I think you just can't have a top level international side carrying a player that is 41, 42. It's too much. Do you know what I mean? It's like they need to have someone younger up top. It's not the one, in my opinion. But yep, you cannot underestimate these small teams. They've got a lot of togetherness, a lot of passion. And yeah. Yeah, but hopefully it's a more enjoyable second half, because, yeah, that first half was a struggle to watch. I'm already feeling a little bit tired as it is. And that game did not do me, that game did not give me much energy. I can tell you that for nothing. It's now 7 o'clock. I'm sure a lot of people are soon getting home from their normal day, getting ready to watch the England game. I'm very much looking forward to that. It's going to be a really good match, I think. England, Croatia. We need to, as an England fan, we need to get stuck in, use our pace and power, and overwhelm an aging Croatia team. McMorla says, now inshallah I can small perfection of happy on my support to Uzbek, Cape Verde, Japan and Paraguay. So you're getting up in the early hours, right? So what time did you say kickoff was? I think you said it was about your time. It was 6:30. Uzbekistan. So yes, you're going to need to get your sleep soon, bro, so you can get up and watch the game fresh. And what do you think what's your prediction for that match? I am thinking Uzbekistan might win that game 1-0. That's my prediction. I know Uzbekistan, Colombia. I've got the games mixed up. Sorry, my bad. I think it would be 2-1 Colombia. But, you know, let's hope it's a close game. And for you, I hope, you know, they do you proud. Maybe I'll change my mind again. I might go for 1-1 with that game. I don't know. It's not as easy to call, to be honest. I don't think Colombia is as good as people think. Yeah, we shall see. I think tiredness has definitely got to me in regards to my energy levels for this game. Most definitely. Inshallah Tunu maybe believes on Uzbek defensive trio. Okay. Who else did they have apart from Kusanov? I don't really know any of their players, to be honest. Yeah. But I trust your judgment if you feel they have a strong defensive unit, or maybe it was the CDM you were talking about as well. Ronaldo trying to pump up the troops. So Kuzanov, Rostan Asmatov, and Kojiakbar Alijanov. Who do those other two play for, bro? Obviously Kuzanov, we know he plays for Man City. Who do the other two play for? Alijanov, is he in La Liga maybe? So the others are playing for Uzbek clubs. Do they have any? Do any of the Uzbekistan players play abroad, or in any of the top leagues, or even like Ligue 1, or in the Eredivisie, the Dutch league, or is it all of them are primarily in Uzbekistan? Esaglar and Pakator. Paktakor. Where do they play? Are they Uzbekistan? Are they play in the domestic league as well? I think I've heard of Esteglau. Is he a goalkeeper? I've heard the name. Right. Second half has kicked off. Headed goals in the tournament so far. Very high scoring tournament so far. Nemetov or Yusupov will be main goalkeeper. Yeah, I don't know any of the Uzbekistan players. So they'll obviously do well if they can hold Colombia, who will have obviously a lot more top level experience. I got the games mixed up when I gave my prediction. Because it's Colombia. Luis Diaz and these guys. James Rodriguez. So Conceição Juventus is on. McMorla says Abozbek only playing in famous club. Then Kusanov, he played in Istanbul Club of Turkey. I've heard of that name. What position does he play? Midfielder? I've heard of the name, but I can't place the type of player he is. Mid left wing. Did he play for Galatasaray maybe? Right, good play there from Congo. I told you, bro, as he will be a superstar in early of starts. Okay, man. I will definitely look out for the name in the future. I think maybe I saw him in one of the European games. Maybe it was Galatasaray versus Liverpool, maybe. Not sure. Right, Wan-Bissaka nearly skips over. And it's a goal kick. Pedro Neto. Edge of the box, cuts back inside, back onto his left, floated into the box. Ooh, Conceição. Very small, diminutive winger goes down in the box looking for something. He looks too much of a weak player, this guy, Conceição. He only played for CSKA Moscow and Istanbul. Okay. A Bozbek. Definitely heard of this player, Bozbek. Istanbul, Başakşehir. Rest of all the squad of Uzbek play for Uzbek, UAE and Iran clubs. Well, that's the thing. It's maybe there's some untapped talent there, and obviously they like to be close to home as well. Sometimes people, they don't want to travel too far as well, which is understandable. It's nice to, if you can play and do something you love, but do it at home or near home. It makes sense, right? Macau, who had a good, lively start to the game, and to continue the second half in the same way. Wan-Bissaka. Bakambu into the box, fires it across, saved by Diogo Costa. Be relieved that it was offside. Congo, good play. They've started the second half well. McMorla says they try to play in Muslim leagues to some perspective, I say, to give themselves some more exposure. Or to keep their perspective in place, maybe. 5 seconds. Goalkeeper warned. Interesting. So the goalkeeper took too long for the kick out. Warning by the referee. A little bit of time wasting. And now Portugal get a free corner kick. So yeah, that's interesting. The new rules there. Taking too long for the kick out. Now imagine if you concede from that. The new rule. Let's see. Won't be doing that again. Once you concede a goal from it, you will not be doing that again. Right, Bruno Fernandes on this corner. The assist machine. Draws one low into the box. Cleared by Congo. Everyone back. All right, Nuno Mendes, Renato Veiga, Cancelo, Conceição, the right wing, comes back inside. Vitinha, lofted one to the back stick. Good defensive shape from Congo. Nuno Mendes now. Ronaldo in the box. Mendes across. Lovely clearance. Lovely defence from Congo there. Had to be. That could have been 2-0 right there. So a bit of pressure. Portugal stepping into the second half now after getting that kind of that free corner from the time wasting. All right, long ball into the box. Nuno Mendes, even with his amazing pace, couldn't get onto that ball. Goalkeeper kicked out this time. The Congo goalkeeper. No time wasting there. Just getting it out. Doesn't want another yellow. And Parsi. Right, Renato Veiga. Nuno Mendes. Tries to set free Pedro Neto on the left wing. Back to Ronaldo. Over to the middle. Vitinha now, central. Out wide now. Cancelo. Cuts inside, chops. Bruno Fernandes. Good ball into the cross. Oh, what a goal that is! Oh, it's offside. That would have been a brilliant overhead kick from Cancelo. What amazing play that was. Oh, that would have been a sensational goal. Really well picked out. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely cross into the... Is that offside? Oh, that's the offside. There's on the second phase of play. Oh, that would have been a brilliant goal. Great cross from Bruno Fernandes into the box. João Neves chests it down into the path of João Cancelo, who turns swivels, does an overhead kick into the box. But it's ruled offside after the chest down from João Neves. But yeah, definitely offside on the second phase of play. That would have been some goal. But that's brought the crowd back to life. Right, Arta Masuaka with the corner from the left wing position. Matsuaku with the corner. Fired in. Renato Veiga clearance. That was a really good corner. Fired it in. Low and hard with an arcing trajectory, but low. Really good corner. Vitinha clears in his own box. Wan-Bissaka now picks up the loose ball. Right. Mukau, right wing, drives into the box. Central. Oh. Oh, Bakambu hits the post. Bakambu hits the post. Hey, Peter, how you doing, brother? Are you well, my man? Hope you're good. Wissa had a great chance there. Failed to control it. Loses the ball. But it falls to Bakambu. Who just pushes Bruno Fernandes out of the way and lashes a right-footed shot against the post. I wonder if that would have gone in if it would have been ruled offside. But yep, I hope you're well, Peter. I am good, my man. I can't lie, I'm feeling mega tired from yesterday. I felt kind of, I've had low energy all day today, man. I don't know if it's something to do with the weather. But yeah, trying to get some energy into myself for this football. And we've got the big England game coming up soon. But good to see you, bro. Hope you are well. Let me know. All right, good back heel there from Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Mendes is fouled by Wan-Bissaka. Right, Pedro Neto, left wing. You needed an nap this afternoon. This sounds like an exciting game. Yeah, it's getting better. Oh, the first half was terrible, mate. The first half was terrible. Portugal scored in the first 5 minutes, and then it was like a slow procession of 80% possession for Portugal. Even though Congo had a few chances, but it was very hard going. But they got, if anything, a well-deserved equaliser just on the stroke of half-time. And now this second half has started like, I wouldn't say a train, but it started with, it started with a lot more tempo. Both teams have had a chance. Portugal just scored a second now, but it was ruled off for offside, rightly so. And yeah, it's shaping up to be a good last half an hour. Hope you enjoyed your nap. But yeah, I've been struggling all day today. Absolutely properly tired. I was saying, Peter, as well, Portugal, they're lacking something up top. I think Ronaldo at 41, 42 is too old for international football, World Cup standards. I predicted before the tournament, I didn't think he'd score a goal in open play. Of course, if they get a penalty, he can score that. But I think from open play, he won't get a goal. He doesn't look miles off it. He still looks fairly sharp, but you know, you can still look sharp at 41, 42. It doesn't mean that you're kind of fit for purpose. Right, Conceição running rapidly, right wing. Does he win a corner? He does. Right, corner coming in. What's going to happen here? All right, Nuno Mendes over the corner. Corner from the right wing side. Nuno Mendes left-footed delivery. Flat, hard, low. Renato Veiga, 40 yards out. Tries a kind of scoop Travella into the box. Nuno Mendes can't keep it in play. Gary says, hi, Peter. Cheers for saying hello, Gary. Hope you're good, Gary. Are you staying awake in this game? It's kind of petered down a bit. It's kind of settled down a bit now. Definitely not the greatest game. Peter says, good evening, Gary. That's what we like to see in the chat. Nice, friendly vibes. Yeah, I think the weather's definitely played a bit of havoc with people today. It's just hot 1 minute. It was really warm yesterday. Today was just very humid today. I think it's taken a lot of steam out of people. It certainly has me, that's for sure. Right, Veiga. Slipping in Pedro Neto, left wing. Plays it back to Nuno Mendes. Tries a trick, runs away from his marker. Vitinha now spinning, turning. Right. Vissa now charging into the Portugal half. Siddiqui on the wing. Does well. Wins a throw-in by the corner flag. So a lot better organisation from Congo now. Kind of hunting in twos. And it's very impressive. Some nice messages in the crowd. Of course, anyone in the chat, feel free to say hello. Oh, ball played out. Nothing much doing there. And don't forget, Peter, drop a like on the stream, bro. All appreciated. So Portugal defensively looking a bit gun shy when it comes to winning headers there, in my opinion. Right, Renato Vega plays a long ball into the box, straight into Impazi's hands. Fouled by Bruno Fernandes. I will not be sad to see the back of this game, honestly. I've liked the vid. You're up to 12. Cheers, brother. Thanks a lot. Really, really appreciate it, bro. Sometimes in life as well, you know, obviously I won't expect to do so well every video. You never know, but you can but try and push ahead, Peter. You can but try, my man. But yes, it's all about just having a good time. But honestly, I just feel so flat today. It's actually horrible, but I think it's definitely... I do get quite bad hay fever, and I think today the muggy conditions, they've definitely stopped me in my tracks today. But it is what it is. Right, good. Oh, ball into the box there. Oh, I was thinking about a dangerous choice of options. I was thinking about grabbing a coffee at about 5 o'clock, and I thought, oh, it's a bit too late in the day for that. Give myself a problem come 11 o'clock if I had a coffee now. Or coffee then. Red hot, yeah? Okay. Yeah, it hasn't been around my way today, but it's just been very warm, hasn't it? It's very muggy without feeling very hot. McMorley says, my cutie Peter, bro. Right, ball into the box, cleared well. Really good defending by Congo. Right, but the ball is being won back a bit quicker now by Portugal. Oh, what have we got here? Some of the players of Congo need to be a bit careful. Some of them on yellows. A ball into the box for Ronaldo to try and get on. Impazi clears that. Right, what a ball that would have been for Bakambu, but nicely played over the top of Bakambu by Diogo Costa. Vitinha. Conceição, right wing, cuts inside. Into the middle with Vitinha. What's your... McWallace says, remember, bro, Japan also done well in defence. Even Cape Verde and Congo, two small teams with, with good defence. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Very well organised. And that's what some of these smaller teams have to do. They need to rely on their organisation. So, yeah, most definitely. Referee giving nothing for Portugal. They're going down too much. It's like the boy who cried wolf. They're going down far too much. Portugal getting a bit frustrated. I mean, it was a foul on Pedro Neto, but... And some rough play on Nuno Mendes. I can see why he was getting annoyed. Hauled down to the ground. He's definitely getting a bit feisty out there. Players arguing with each other. But Mola says, yeah, maybe my Peterborough is secret tactical manager for all. maybe he is. That's why he needed a nap earlier. He needs to rest that big brain. He's handed over secret tactics to the smaller nations. Right, Conceição right wing. Ball has come back now to Araujo. Conceição again. Oh, good ball. Now, this looks good. Ronaldo. Oh, comes on his right foot. Is going behind him. He stabs at it with his right, trying to get it on target. His only chance of the game so far. It was going behind him. He kind of nearly scooped it back on target. Conceição gets it into Ronaldo. He should do better there, Ronaldo. He kind of kicks it into his own left foot. Yeah, he kicked it onto his own foot. Oh, I mean, the ball was kind of fired into him from Conceição. You expect Ronaldo, the master poacher, to do better. But he's hit it, he stabbed at it with his right foot and it's bounced off his left and gone wide. Could have been 2-1 just before the hydration break. McMorla says, my work to praise all of my brothers. Good man, bro. That's what we have to do as men in this world. We have to boost each other, keep lifting each other, elevating each other. That's what it's all about. But yes, another hydration break as we now enter the fourth quarter of this game. I will let him answer. McMorla says, but I don't support anyone until today. Uzbek match. He's all about the Uzbekistan. And Peter says, I hope the Congo don't lose. Rafael Leão coming on. The very much the definition of a maverick footballer. Rafael Leão. What can he do for Portugal? And who's he coming on for? Pedro Neto. and Nelson Semedo. Right, so a few changes. Nelson Semedo, formerly of Wolves, and Rafael Leão of AC Milan have come on to inject a bit of pace and some fresh energy. Peter says, but Waller, Peter says he will support Uzbekistan too. All about the provincial clubs, as it were, the smaller nations. But yeah, Uzbekistan will have a tough old time, Peter, against Colombia. Luis Diaz's Colombia. Luis Diaz and James Rodriguez, the two main men for Colombia. James Rodriguez lit up that World Cup all those years ago. Was that 12 years ago now? He lit up that World Cup. And yeah, very much a veteran now. Right, Fernandes. Conceição Ronaldo. Oh my God, he's had another great chance. Are they going to get the corner? I mean, that is a great chance. Very similar chance for Ronaldo as to the one he just missed before the hydration break. Should score that. Oh no. I mean, the defender kind of covering him, I suppose. But he just doesn't get enough. Doesn't get his foot wrapped around it, Cristiano. But a very dangerous play. I haven't put a curse on Ronaldo. I just think he is past it. I think a younger, sharper Ronaldo gets into positions a bit better than this version and probably scores. But Ronaldo's geeing himself up. Ronaldo will be furious. He does look... You say that, just as you say that, he's looking up at the sky, cursing himself. I mean, I just don't think he should be so hard on himself. I just don't understand it anyway. It's like you play a striker position. We know this isn't a position in football where, you know, it's very hard to maintain at a top level once you're in your late 30s. Let alone your keeping your mid-30s, let alone your late 30s. The man is 41, turning 42. Shouldn't be on the pitch in a striker's role. That's not a position for a striker. I mean, I admire his spirit for wanting to carry on, but I just can't help feel it's a little bit selfish. There's got to be new blood coming through. Portugal have got so much talent. And he just doesn't have amazing movement anymore. Right, ball is breaking over now. Bruno Fernandes, edge of the box. Slips it inside. Congo are starting to look a bit ragged now. Right. Wissa, first time ball. Oh, nearly sinks it through to Bakambu. Who would have been, that was an important touch. Otherwise, Bakambu is clean, running through a goal, 35 yards out, just to keep it to beat. Peter says he can't let go, can he? You know he's going to score now. Yeah, he can't. He definitely can't let go. But I just think it's just, I don't know. I'm not a selfish person like that. Sometimes it just can't be about you. But anyway, Rafael Leão into the box. Wissa now racing away. Vitinha 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes. It breaks. So yeah, Portugal now have definitely stepped on the gas now. They're not really creating much apart from them two Ronaldo chances, but they are definitely up in the tempo. And Congo are looking a little bit ragged, a little bit out of shape. If this carries on, you would imagine that Portugal will fashion a chance. Another corner now. Will they dare sub him? No, they won't, mate, because Roberto Martinez, that absolute fraud of a manager, is scared to death of him. Right. Mpazi takes the ball. Big break now. Bakambu leading it. It's 4-on-4. Matsuwaka, edge of the box, but they've let them get back into shape too much. Central, Bakambu blazes it over. But yeah, Peter, in regards to what you said, if they're subbing, Roberto Martinez wouldn't sub him. Do you remember the previous Portuguese manager when they won the Euros? They got around to the World Cup and he took him off, didn't he? He took off Ronaldo. He dared to take off the great Ronaldo when he was, 36, 37, whatever. Gonzalo Ramos of PSG came and scored a hat-trick. And then Ronaldo was a bench player from then. And then at the end of the tournament, they sacked the manager. So we know who the real manager of Portugal is, sadly. Not the man who won them the actual tournament. Which is just criminal. Right, Bruno Fernandes plays it out wide. Rafael Leão. Lovely ball into the box. Conceição tries to make a chance. Loose touch by Leão. Wan-Bissaka clears the ball. A good play from Wan-Bissaka. Bakambu fouled. Good play from Congo. So good effort from Congo this game. Out wide to Wan-Bissaka. In the Portugal half. Just gone back into his own half now. Long ball there. Or nicely dealt with. Right. Into the box. Diogo Costa collects easily. We've got 10 minutes to go in this match. Will there be a winner? Right. Conceição, right wing. Trying to race clear. Chops inside. That's going to be a foul, surely. Is that not a yellow there for the Congo player? Capaldi. Oh, it's offside. That was a tight offside call there. So even if there was a yellow, it would have been rescinded. But a good play for Conceição. Very fast, Conceição. Not sure about his final ball, though. Not the greatest. Oh, but Cambo, this showed the replay. Really good chance. Keep it down. You're talking about that's 2-1 there. Right, Mpazi. Also as well, Peter, there was a little incident in the second half where the Congo keeper was taking too long, 5 seconds, holding on to the ball, and it got instantly blown up and given as a corner to Portugal, which is something that you've never seen before. And there's a new rule being implemented, which was interesting to see. Be interesting to see when that comes into the Premier League, how time-wasting teams get on with that new rule. Big kick out by Congo. Peter says that will scare some team. Oh, 100%, mate. It should make proceedings in the Prem a lot more interesting. You know, just people stop messing around, time wasting and all this sort of stuff. Hopefully it will have an effect on all of the other stuff that goes on. Plus they've got that new rule now about trying to protect keepers in the box, not letting people crowd the keepers and all that. Be interested to see how they implement that. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but hopefully they find a good way of doing it. Like Vissa now, plays it out to the side. Siddiqui into the box. Poor cross. Poor cross. Right, Portugal trying to break now. Vitinha spreading it wide now. Cristiano Ronaldo on the ball, right wing over to Conceição. Looking to receive the ball in the middle. Conceição, right wing again. Tries to burn the fullback. Good strength from Conceição. You can't believe he's penalised for the foul. Little guy. Kayembe. Good strength from Kayembe. Vitinha's off now. Gonzalo Ramos coming on. 2 strikers up top now. Portugal deciding they need the win. Does this result really help Portugal? I mean, they've got Colombia in the group, so this is definitely Group K. This is definitely what you would call the group of death. Pretty solid group all round. Congo about to make 2 subs now. Peter says, Conceição is a fantastic name for football. Yeah, it's a cool name, isn't it? It's got that Brazilian vibe to it, that Portuguese vibe to it. And it's so many Conceiçãos that we've seen in the in the past. I think there's a father and son Portuguese, the one that used to play for Real Madrid. It's got a son somewhere, and then you've got this one, Francisco Conceição. So yeah, lots of Conceiçãos in the world game. So Banza, never heard of this player. He's coming on for Cedric Bakambu, who has been very good today. What's your thoughts on the England game, Peter? England and Croatia, what do you think? And if you're still there, McMauler, Gary, anyone else? What is your prediction for the England game? So Portugal knocking it around again. Enjoying the lion's share possession in this match, but doing very little with it. Oh, cheers for that, Gary, in the chat. 2-0 England, he says. We'll take that all day long, mate. We will take that all day long. Apologies for smacking the microphone. Right, Diogo Costa. Renato Vega. Over to João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Lofts the ball into Rafael Leão. Talented winger. Spins, turns. Stands up, looking for a trick. Edge of the box, but gives it away. Good defending there. You shall not pass. McMorla says, for my Peter and Ali cute brothers, for Gary Bro too. Thank you, McMorla. Appreciate the support, brother. Let us know what your... I know you're going to be off soon. You want to get your sleep for the Uzbek game. But let us know your prediction for... what is your prediction, McMorla, for the England-Croatia game? Peter says, England should win. I would have thought I'd go 2-1 England. I hear you, Peter. Cancelo flashes one across the box, easily collected by Mpazi. Yeah, I think obviously Croatia have been very good and very sturdy in the past, but you know, it's a lot of the same squad, and we're talking about they are veterans of the game. Jeez, and I know they've got experience, but you'd imagine England should have the power and the extra bit of pace to kind of quite, not easily get past Croatia, but to be able to deal with most of their threats. So I'm predicting, a bit like Gary, I'm predicting a 2-0 England. I'm feeling more confident as we get closer to kickoff. Axel Twenzebi to Vissa. McWaller says 2-1 England, inshallah, maybe 3-1 too. Thank you, McWaller. Right. Mpazi comes out, has to come out. Conceição was bearing down. Is this a break chance for Congo? There's literally a minute left of normal time. Wissa, 40 yards out, sprays it out wide. Lovely back heel there. It plays it a bit too far. Masuaku. Congo are thinking that maybe they can just nick this at the death. But the ball has ended up back at Mpazi. I think a point will set up Congo nicely for the rest of the tournament. More disappointing for Portugal, you would imagine. Really good result for Congo, because at the end of the day, Portugal are the most fancy team, and Portugal will likely take points of either Uzbek or Colombia. You'd imagine they'll take points off one of them, but so this really sets up Congo very, very well. I think this is definitely the group of death. McMorla, have you heard of that saying? The group of death? That's when you have kind of a group that's very competitive. So, you know, Portugal and Colombia, much fancy teams. Oh! Long range shot. Left footed. Bruno Fernandes just wide. Very, very close. Peter says Portugal definitely won't be happy. No, they won't be. But good effort from Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, about 28 yards out. Left side edge of the box. Bang. Just goes 2 foot wide. I mean, at the end of the day, keeper had it covered, to be fair. Camera angle made it look a bit more exciting. Costa with a kick out. We have 5 minutes additional time. McMorla, main 2 winning prediction of most won. Spain and Portugal got big upsets. Yeah, very true. Very true. The Spain one, nothing will beat the Spain one this tournament. That was just wow. Conceição. Right, Semedo. Oh, lovely clearance there. He's been very impressive today. The fullback, Kayembe, from when he came on for Masuaku, he's been very good. Ball into the box. Ronaldo tries to win the header, but kind of clears it. Ronaldo having a bit of a shocker. Peter says, McMorla, it's a funny old game. Bit of Saint and Greavesy there. Right. Oh, that's surely going to be obstruction there, yellow. That was a dirty bit of obstruction there. Wissa was going to race clear. I mean, it would have been a covered defender. But Thomas Araujo, just shoulder blocked him, just checked his run, took a yellow for the team, and he was going to race clear. I mean, he's lucky he had a covering centre-back. Otherwise, he could be off. And he kind of wrapped an arm around his neck. Kind of a bit nasty there from Thomas Araujo, who's had a really good game, to be fair to him. But yeah, he kind of took one for the team there. Had to take that yellow. Otherwise, he could have been in big, big trouble. But that could have escalated. Right, so 2 minutes to go. Don't forget, everyone, drop a like on the stream. Oh, Peter, you've already done it anyway. And there's no one new in the chat, but thank you, Peter. Much respect. I'm on a bit of autopilot with that one there. Sorry about that, my man. McMorris says, now Portugal going hard defence, and I think they don't care if they receive red too. Yeah, in that moment, if they would have taken a red there, because Wissa would have been bearing down on goal. So I think he's a little bit fortunate to maybe get away with just taking a yellow there. Oh, good play from Semedo. Gets away from two, and they've won a corner. Won a corner with a minute to go. Off of Kayembe, who I was just bigging up for having a really good last 15 minutes. Ronaldo is saying, for me, put it on my bonds. But yes, is this one of the last chances now of the match? Bruno Fernandes floats it into the box, a high one. And Parsley, lovely goalkeeping, comes out, clears, falls onto the ball, but gets up quickly, doesn't want to give away a corner as he did earlier with the new 5-second rule. Poor kick out though, straight back to Portugal, right wing to Bruno Fernandes, who, he fakes, cuts inside, gives it away. This is going to be the last chance of the match. Wissa now, steaming away, looking for somewhere. He's still going. He's on a 40 yard run. Oh, he just loses it. Good work by Vitinha. Looks so fresh, full of energy. Wissa, really disappointed with himself. So it was a Conceição that harassed him. But good play there. As they're eyeing up each other. I mean, the people are just being very silly. I mean, they're very frustrated. People putting heads on each other's heads. All rather silly. And that is the end of the game. A tense finish. A very tense finish. But, Portugal, a little bit disappointing. Especially after going 1-0 up. Very disappointing from Portugal. But a fantastic result there for the Democratic Republic of Congo. They can be very proud of themselves. Ronaldo, in my opinion, had an absolute stinker. Peter says, good on Congo, held their nerve. They certainly did. And McMorla says, vamos, Congo. Really good. I think they were the better team overall, Congo. Portugal had a lot more possession, but Congo looked a bit more threatening. I think it's more the other way around in terms of... I think Portugal kind of held Congo, to be honest. But yeah, really good result. There was an argument on the sideline with a player called Pickle for Congo, who was getting into a bit of an argument with a Portuguese bench. So Pickle was nearly in a pickle himself. But yes, 1-1 in the end. McMorla says, vamos Cape and vamos Congo. Loving the underdog story. Mamona says, bro, today I may not sleep because in 4 hours I must go to mosque today, so I'll be here for your team. Oh, wow. Okay, my brother. Well, look, don't put yourself out. Make sure, I know you obviously you want to get up and watch Uzbek as well. But yes, if you have to go to the mosque as well, keep up the daily prayers. If you want to stick around, we'll be glad to have you for the company. But obviously, don't leave yourself too short. You still have a big day ahead of you as well. Maybe after, the Uzbekistan game, if you have a quiet day, you could sleep then as well. But yes, you've got to make sure you look after your health, brother. But yes, really good game. Really good game. Yes, but Portugal, very disappointing. So I'm going to be doing 2 football matches in a row. So what I'll do, I'm basically just going to keep this stream open for the next 28 minutes and then jump straight into another one for the England game. So, no rest for me. I do feel a bit more lively now. What is Ronaldo's reaction? The usual, he's standing around like this. This is reaction. He's standing up there, puffing out, just looking around like, what was that all about? When in reality, he should be looking internally because I just don't think, I don't think he's got it anymore. So not at this level, not at the World Cup. And he had 2 chances. Didn't really make anything of them. Looked a bit slow in certain respects. But yeah, Ronaldo is just doing that kind of looking around for the cameras. Like he's the captain of the ship. Like when the Titanic is sinking. And the captain's just standing there like, it's not my fault, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. That is the look I was getting. That's the vibe I was getting of Cristiano. The Titanic is sinking. The ship is going down. Ronaldo's there. It's not me, guys. It's not me. I'm 42, but it's not me. Yeah, I feel like I'm being a bit ageist, but it's just, yeah. Hey, Natasha. How are you, my dear? And Natasha says, well, Portugal. I think you're right, Natasha. And I was saying it myself. What are your thoughts, Natasha? Seeing as Ronaldo is nearly as old as us guys, he's too old to be leading that front line. I don't think it's right. What are your thoughts on that, Natasha? I agree with you. They will not be winning the World Cup. Not with Ronaldo up top. That is for sure. Congo played very well. You are right. They were very, very good. And even at the end there with Wissa, Araujo took him back and took that yellow. Maybe Wissa could have broke away and got the winning goal there, Natasha. You never know. McMorla says, but same age, Messi, good performance. Yeah, well, obviously Messi a few years younger, but honestly, Messi, when I looked at the goals, he runs around so little. And more importantly, he's had quite a slow season in the terms of he's probably only played about 25 games. So he saved a lot of energy at his age for this, where Ronaldo's running around in Saudi, playing 40, 50 games at the age of 42. Not the smartest, but he's on this whole, I want to get 1,000 goals nonsense. But one thing is, Ronaldo will not be scoring the most goals at any World Cup. That is for sure. But how are you, Natasha? Hope you are well. Oh, there was some interesting Liverpool news, Natasha. I was meant to tell you when he came in. But it's gone now. I should have written it down. But you being a news hound you are, you're probably aware of it anyway. It will come back to me in a minute and I will tell you. Ronaldo on 8 goals. It's not bad, to be fair. 6 World Cups. 6 World Cups, though. 8 goals. Not the greatest return, to be fair. But you know, he's still one of the greatest players in history. Not to knock him. I just think it's just... Yeah, it's not the game for a striker to be 42. Leading the line for a country. 42. For a country like Portugal. Nah, shouldn't be happening. You've got to have someone younger, up and coming. I just feel it's a little bit selfish. Rodriguez 2, 8 goals. Kane 2. Yeah, well, I'll be interested to see what Harry Kane does this tournament. Pretty sure Harry Kane will get at least 4 or 5 this tournament. So I think Harry Kane might even end up maybe not top scorer. Once Messi got that hat-trick, I'm like, I don't know about top scorer. But I think Harry Kane will do well this tournament. For me, he is the best striker in the world. The best striker in the world. Harry Kane for me. Let me just type something in the chat. Any news, Natasha, on LFC? Nations comes first. Yeah, I hear that, bro. Your nation should come first. But yes, good goal, a good game, a good game. Where is Bermuda team, bro? No idea. Have they ever qualified for a tournament, Bermuda? Don't think they have. I'm not sure. Peter says, can I see any LFC news? Haven't seen any shows today, though. Yeah, I haven't really seen any shows today myself. But a lot of the time, it's just been a lot of repeated news, hasn't it? It's been a lot of... they keep talking about the same old things all the time, which is a bit pointless. I think at the end of the day, not that the team should put transfers on hold, but unless there's been any significant signings like, Bernardo Silva going Real Madrid, then just leave off the reporting until the World Cup has kind of gotten mostly underway. But let the World Cup breathe. They don't have to keep saturating us with all this football chat. People trying to get everyone to click left, right and centre just to hear snippets of potential. Like, let's just hear about concrete things or things that are very close to being firmed up. How many times can we hear about this Yan Diomande signing for Liverpool? The only kind of little bits of information that I was reading today and yesterday is that Liverpool are saying that they're definitely looking for 2 forwards. And Peter says, yes, it's called silly season, isn't it? The transfer window. Yep, it's definitely called silly season for a window. But yeah, the rumours are Liverpool will need 2 forwards or 2 wingers. So I'm hoping for, I said it yesterday, I'm hoping for Barcola and Diomande to Liverpool. Combined fees of 175 mil, I reckon. 175 million of your fine British pounds will get you those 2 wingers. Morla says, sidelined since February with a foot injury. The midfielder has officially withdrawn from Japan's World Cup squad. Yeah, that's Endo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that news came out a few days ago. Or was it last week? But yeah, very disappointing. To be honest, I didn't think he was going to make it because I was watching the game when he went down. He went down against Sunderland in the Premier League in January. And it was a really bad injury. And you're like, well, this guy's not going to make the World Cup. But he's such a warrior. I think he kind of made himself available hoping to get fit. But the reality was that it wasn't enough time. But, he gave it a go. But that's the thing. Some of these players as well, I think in some ways they're a little bit selfish as well. Sometimes you got to just put the team of your country ahead of yourself. Endo maybe should have just thought, I'm not going to make that. Let's just take it easy. Because some people need to think about the rest of their lives. Some of these guys are going to be hobbling around, limping around in their 50s and 60s. Look after yourself. Get it done right. Ronaldo at 42. Leave the game before the game leaves you. That's all I'll say. Marla says, Hugo expecting to return, bro. Yeah, he's talking about Boxing Day and all this sort of stuff. He needs to take his time. That's a bad injury he had. Really bad. So, but he is young, so he's quite lucky in that respect. Hopefully he can come back the same player. We shall see. He's a very technical player. Hopefully he doesn't lose that pace. But we shall see. Peter says that's the one. Leave the game before the game leaves you. Football fans can ugly if out. Exactly, mate. Exactly. And that's the thing as well. It's so difficult as well. I feel like I'm being on Ronaldo's case here, but obviously he's a great finisher, right? He's adapted his game and he's been one of the world's best strikers, finishers for the last 12 years or 12, 13 years. But he's always going to score goals. And if you keep dropping down leagues, he can always kind of stay relevant. Even after the Saudi League, he could go back to, I don't know, League One if he wanted to. But when is it enough? I hope that when he gets his 1,000th goal, he just drops out and says enough's enough. But yeah, Peter says Ronaldo is hard to like. I think from a certain generation, oh, definitely. Like, as you know, fully grown, mature adults, yes. But a lot of the very, very young, you know, teenagers, etc., and kids that have grown up at 6, 7 years of age, the whole Messi Ronaldo battle, you know, they love him. But like my youngest son, 17, he loves Ronaldo. But yeah, obviously he's a great player in his time. You know, great player. But you know, Ronaldo, Accrington Stanley to get his 1,000. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure how far off his 1,000th goal he is. It's probably only about 30, 40 away now. So he'll probably stick around till next season. Do it at Al Nassr, and they'd probably call it a day then. But yeah, surely you've got to retire from international football after this. It's just crazy, really. I think one thing I've always thought about Ronaldo is that what I would say is he's someone who isn't living for the present. He's living to be remembered. Like, he doesn't want to be, he's not bothered about money. Obviously he's rich, so he knows all that comes with it anyway, but he's someone that wants to be talked about in 500 years time. So he's playing for immortality. That is what he's doing. Very, very smart. So it's a bit like, you know, the whole Roman gladiators and all these things that we think about, Caesar and all these figures in history. He wants to be a historical figure, 100%. That's what's driving him on. I'm going to look up his career goals, actually, see how far away he is from the 1,000. Over 970 career goals. So he's basically one season away. He will complete the mission next season. Yeah, I did a search. It just said over 970, so it's got to be in and around that. Yep, over 970. Very impressive figure. What's Messi on? He's not going to be very far behind. Let's have a look. Helps that he got 3 today as well, Lionel. He's probably on about 870 himself. All of the assists as well, though. Messi is on 910. That's for Messi, over 910. So considering he's 3 years younger, he could actually just... he could actually just stay playing the game and overtake overtake Ronaldo. So, not impossible. He won't like that, I know. Imagine if he breaks 1,000, retires, and then Messi just plays for 3 more years and breaks it as well. He'd be fuming. No, Ronaldo, he'd probably say to himself, if I just play to 45 and just set a benchmark, even that little Argentinian toe rag won't go that long. So, yeah. But, yeah, these people and their ego, that's what got them to where they are, to be fair. Oh. Right, on that note, actually, right, I think what I'll do is I will end this one here, just take a little breather, and then I will start the next one. So that's what I will do. So on that note, thank you for everyone for joining me. I'm going to start the next stream in about 10 minutes now. So I'll see you over there if you want to join me. It would be fantastic to have you for the England game. So I'll be back shortly. See you in a moment.